Hi, I'm Synthara. In this video, David and I will explore 5 ways usable AI, like GPT-4 and Google Bard, can be used to help enhance the process of innovating. David, tell us more.
Thanks, Synthara. For those who haven't noticed, Synthara is actually an AI-generated human avatar. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. I've been mind-blown by what I call accessible AI, which is changing the world, from helping to write books, to creating photographs that win global competitions, and AI that even passes exams with near-perfect scores. In this scenario, I'll use a fictitious customer for the demo, but I'm going to use real-world scenarios to show the power of AI to support the innovation process. So let's say the company's called Above and Beyond Insurance. It's a UK insurance provider of home, pet and professional indemnity insurance. Now they've got a strategic goal to develop more insurtech products and services, and they want to explore new opportunities that relate to the fact that now post-pandemic, people are traveling a lot more and going on holidays. Synthara, what shall we examine first?
Thanks, David. Shall we begin by exploring how AI can aid us in swiftly acquiring insights into potential problems we can innovate for?
Okay, one of the first things we can do is very quickly get insights from secondary sources into the problems that need to be solved. And in the case of Above and Beyond Insurance, who want to create insurtech related solutions for when people go on holidays, we could start with basic questions. One of the most powerful things that these AI models can support is being able to ask multifaceted questions. So I can ask, what are the top 10 concerns for UK homeowners going on holidays? And also, how much of a concern are these? So here are the results, and there's some obvious things like security, but other things that may not have sprung to mind. And you can see we also get the percentage of concern. So from the same window then, we can easily dive into details without having to trawl through multiple websites. The AI tools also build context on the previous questions asked and the previous answers given. So when innovating, we want to build insights on the market. So I can ask, does the percentage of those worried about burglary, does that vary by generation? And we can see we get a breakdown of figures from reliable sources. We can see that 65% of millennials are worried about burglary, and that's lower than baby boomers and Gen X. When innovating, we want to solve problems that are real, which are underserved by existing solutions, and ideally problems that are growing. So in this case, we want to do more research on crime. And in this example, I can get AI to get really clever in supporting rapid research. So let's say I've got a government report on crime. It's a PDF, quite a large PDF report. And I want to see if there are any insights into burglary when people go on holidays. But I don't have time to read it all. Well, in that case, I can ask a question in Bard from this report. What are the key insights into growth in burglary when homes are unoccupied? Are there any statistics related to burglary when people go on holidays? Again, a multifaceted question, and you can see that I get a concise answer showing that burglary of unoccupied homes is on the rise, and other stats and information related to unoccupied properties without me having to actually read through the full report. And AI can go one step further, allowing you to get insights even from published videos. So I found a 20-minute long video where a burglar's been interviewed, and instead of watching it all, I can ask Bard, does this video mention holidays in it? And we can see that it does indeed. Not really a useful insight, but it's just demonstrating the concept that the AI is able to go in and analyze the video content without us actually having to watch it. So okay, back to you, Synthara. What should we look at next?
When innovating, understanding your target customers is critical. I know that personas can be used in innovation sessions to help teams stay focused on users' needs and generate ideas relevant to a target audience. How can AI help with this?
Okay, in the case of Above and Beyond Insurance, we already know that millennials are more likely to buy insurtech products. And we know from our own data that 60% of millennials will buy or already buy home and pet insurance. From the research that we have just conducted, the top concerns that we saw for customers going on holiday, top one's home security, and the third concern related to pets. So we want to target millennials. So let's get AI to generate some personas to use in our innovation sessions. So in this scenario, we're going to ask the AI system to generate in-depth user personas for an insurance company that sells home and pet insurance to millennials. We're also going to ask it to structure the output. We're going to give it headings. We're going to tell it to put it into columns and into tables. So you can see the question here. So what I've done is speeded up the display of the information, but you can see it generates really usable personas by leveraging multiple data sources. For example, GPT has access to what equates to about 300 billion words of data from various sources. So you can see here we've got Harry, who's a 28-year-old software engineer from London, and he's earning 55k, and we've got insights into his lifestyle and his insurance needs, his thought process when making decisions, his values and motivation. And should we need more personas, we can simply ask for more to be created.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So far, we have used AI to quickly gather insights from secondary sources about the problems associated with people going on holiday. We have understood how AI can accelerate finding relevant information from PDF and videos without having to read or watch them all. We have also created personas for target customers. I think we're ready to move on to brainstorming solutions for those issues. Can AI help us brainstorm ideas?
Okay, Cynthara, sure. Well, we could invite AI into our brainstorming sessions. In a recent research paper, the creativity of GPT-4 was tested against that of 100 people, and it was using a scientific test called the alternative use test, where they asked people to generate alternative uses for things like a ball, a pair of trousers, etc. And interestingly, only 9.4% of humans performed better than GPT-4 across all of the tests. So my suggestion is that you could use a couple of people trained in prompting AI and framing questions correctly in your brainstorming sessions. So in the case of Above and Beyond, so far we want to explore insurtech ideas for homeowners, say who have a cat, and we want to create new solutions when they go on holidays. So we could ask this question, where we give the scenario to GPT-4. We're saying you're attending a brainstorming question to generate new product ideas, new product and service ideas for an insurance company that sells home and pet insurance services in the UK. And in the session, we're brainstorming new insurtech opportunities and looking to innovate and create new opportunities when people go on holidays to protect their home and their cat. We're looking for Horizon 2 opportunities, and please provide your top 10 innovative ideas. As you can see, using AI in brainstorming sessions can help generate food for thought. In this case, such as smart home protection, temporary house sitter insurance, and smart pet health monitoring. So the AI may bring a new angle.
So you have brainstormed ideas, everyone is excited about solutions, but before everyone gets carried away, how can AI help quickly qualify ideas?
Let's say in our brainstorming with AI and humans, we've down selected a few high-level ideas. So one is home and pet monitoring, where somebody goes on holiday and their pet sitter would deploy IoT cameras for pet and intruder monitoring. Also, they deploy IoT water and fire sensors in their home, and then we'd partner with a monitoring company that would handle incidents. Obviously, this would help the homeowner in multiple ways, but also reduce claims, incidents or value for the insurance company as well. So we need to detail this and gather a lot more information to enable us to qualify it further and then down select. So typically we'd use a canvas or a template, such as this modified startup canvas that I often use. And this is where AI can again help provide insights quickly in a workshop itself. So AI can answer multifaceted questions and allow us to dive into the market very quickly. So for example, I can ask the AI to provide relevant insights into UK millennials who own cats and go on holidays each year, such as the percentage of cats and hire pet sitters. In this example, we can see that 29% of millennials own a cat, and 42% of those millennials will hire cat sitters when they go on holidays. And we can also, given the sources for the data, actually check its accuracy. We can also look at potential competition. Maybe millennials already have home security cameras and they use those to monitor their pets. Yes, indeed, in this case we can see it's quite high. 72% actually have a home security camera, so that actually may influence how we want to implement the solution, or even it may influence if we do want to move forward with the solution. Additionally, we can ask about the viability of technology involved, such as detecting the difference between a cat and a human in video footage, or identifying that homeowner's cat versus, for example, a stray cat that's gotten through the cat flap. And to provide greater insights into viability, we can even get the AI to think of other areas that we would need to consider before bringing such a solution to market. So I'm going to ask GPT, again, I'm going to give it a persona itself. So I'm going to say it's an innovator for a UK insurance company that sells home and pet insurance. And then I'm going to give it the scenario of the solution that we're thinking of. And then I'm going to ask it to think about areas that we would need to consider and questions that would need to get answered, and to put that into two columns. First, the area that we need to consider, and secondly, the questions.
Okay, those insights are useful, but can AI actually help us move towards reality in terms of creating a proof of concept or minimum viable product?
Well, yes, indeed, AI can assist with proof of concepts, where rapid experimentation is key to making decisions, gaining further insight into requirements, and understanding if a solution is technically feasible. Many organizations use agile sprints, typically weekly projects, to deliver some incremental outcome to test an idea. So how could AI help with this? Well, let's say we had a sprint objective that was to deliver against the following requirement. As an end user, I need to understand if my cat is coming home and eating. Well, believe it or not, AI can quickly generate the code needed to create an MVP, a minimal viable product, or a proof of concept, for someone with even a low level of coding experience, or it can speed up the development for someone with more advanced skills. So in this example, I'm going to ask GPT-4 to write some code to deliver against that user requirement. So I've got a camera at home from a company called Blink, so I'm going to ask the question, write Python code to acquire video from a Blink camera and then analyze it to detect a cat or a human. So this code was generated, and with some tweaks I was able to run it, analyze a video, and as you can see, the computer vision that's implemented was able to detect my cat partially coming to a food bowl. I believe we're now entering a really new and exciting phase that's going to accelerate innovation. It's incredible to think that within a few days you could go from nothing to a potential new business idea that's been qualified and has a workable POC for a solution to actually start testing it. However, AI is not perfect. So before investing further time or money, it's worth reconfirming the insights and assumptions to ensure, for example, they're not biased. Also, there's a risk of AI hallucination, where it produces made-up information. So ideally, look at where it references sources and check these. So what next? Well, if you've not tried it, then try GPT or Bard for yourself, both currently free. Also, start to learn about how to frame your questions or prompts in order to get the best out of these current large language AI models. Hopefully you find this insightful. I'd really love to know which aspect surprised you the most, so let me know in the comments below. Also, have you thought of any other ways to leverage usable AI to enhance the process of innovating? Also drop that in the comments below. If I can help your organization accelerate innovation to create new solutions, not just using the wonderful collective intelligence of cross-functional teams, but augmenting this with artificial intelligence and your organization's data, then please get in touch. And over to you, Synthara, for the final word.
The future is not just about AI, it's about humans and AI. Together, we can create amazing things. Now if you excuse me, I need to recharge my batteries. Goodbye.